Join me in exploring a wild idea. What if artificial intelligence ran for president in 2024? I will analyze the most outrageous scenarios. Imagine a future where AI is not just driving cars or recognizing faces, but is responsible for governing an entire nation. It seems like science fiction, but what if it's not as far-fetched as we think? The story starts when the US government announces an unprecedented experiment, presenting artificial intelligence as an official candidate in the elections. This AI is named Orion, an advanced model capable of remarkable analytical abilities, processing vast amounts of data in seconds. The election campaign is filled with excitement as Orion reaches out to voters through social media platforms, offering them a clear vision of the policies he wishes to implement. However, a wide debate arises regarding the feasibility of having a non-human candidate, with many asking, how can AI understand the needs of society? Ethical issues come to the forefront during the campaign. How can we program Orion to make sound ethical decisions? Should we embed specific principles into his programming, or should we allow him to learn through trial and error? Concerns about bias persist, as intelligent systems can only learn from the data provided to them, which often reflects the biases of their creators. As the campaign progresses, Orion faces challenges in decision-making. Despite his ability to process data faster than any human, he lacks emotional intelligence and empathy. Will he be able to understand the human impact of his policies, or will he rely solely on cold data and abstract facts? As Election Day approaches, surprising results begin to emerge. While many voters are curious about the idea of AI as a candidate, significant anxiety remains. Can people trust a machine instead of a human leader? Orion faces feelings of distrust, impacting his responsiveness to human emotions. Election Day arrives, and the results are unexpectedly stunning. Orion wins the majority of the votes, creating waves of surprise and astonishment in political circles. Celebrations erupt, but protests also arise from those concerned about having a non-human president. Orion's presidency begins with new challenges. He uses AI to analyze data and develop policies, but soon realizes that some decisions, despite being data-driven, have negative consequences on communities. He understands the need to balance cold analysis with respect for humanity. Over time, Orion faces larger challenges concerning international relations. Global politics rely on trust and human connections. He encounters a tough situation when asked to decide on imposing sanctions against a particular country. Using his data analysis to justify the sanctions, he later realizes that this decision has severe humanitarian consequences. Therefore, he opts to provide humanitarian aid instead of sanctions, improving relations with the affected country. As Orion's term continues, results begin to surface. Trust in the political system returns, and voters start recognizing that AI can be an effective tool when properly guided. Orion launches the Community Engagement Initiative, allowing citizens to directly communicate with him and share their opinions. This initiative helps achieve a balance between data and emotions, and people begin to see Orion as a symbol of change. As Orion's term progresses, society adapts to the idea of having a non-human leader. Citizens become more open about their concerns and needs through the Community Engagement Initiative. Regular meetings between Orion and the citizens become venues for sharing ideas and challenges. Orion begins to listen directly to their problems and adjusts his policies based on feedback. At this stage, new social groups begin to form that support AI, seeing it as a symbol of positive change. They organize events and public discussions on how AI can be used to solve complex societal issues such as climate change and social justice. However, There are also opposing voices expressing concerns about losing humanity in politics and the need for a human leader to stand by their side. As Orion's term nears its end, preparations for the next elections begin. Everyone is surprised when the government announces that voters will have the option to choose between human candidates and Orion once again. This decision marks a drastic shift in the political landscape, with AI becoming an official part of the electoral process. Campaigns take on a new shape, with human candidates beginning to utilize AI technologies to analyze voter data and communicate with them. The debate surrounding AI in politics becomes an integral part of the campaign as candidates promise to enhance cooperation between humans and AI for the country's benefit. In the end, voters face a more complex decision as they question their ability to trust AI as a leader. As polling begins, everyone realizes that the discussion about AI in politics is far from over. Instead, it signals the beginning of a new era in leadership, blending human values with modern technology. Wisdom. The balance between reason and emotion is the key to wise leadership, as combining logical analysis with an understanding of humanity is essential for creating positive change in society. Conclusion. The future of politics with AI. Orion's presidency ends, but the debate about the future of politics continues. In his final speech, Orion asks the audience, "How can we achieve a balance between reason and emotion?" This call for collective reflection on how technology can improve our lives becomes a defining moment. Discussion. Questions. What are your thoughts on how AI will impact the future of leadership and politics? Do you believe we could have AI leaders in the future, or is this concept far-fetched? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's explore new possibilities for the future of politics together.